Hey everybody, welcome back to a Cold to Haven Family Farm. It is still winter, yes, still winter, still pushing snow. So today's vlog is going to be a snow plowing vlog, but a little bit different. We're going to do some cleanup work around some of the buildings in the barns, which I don't think I normally show. And the other thing we're going to do is we got to go, and yes, this whole area 2 days ago was clean, but we keep having little snow squalls on and off, and now there's 1.5 inches of snow again. But what we need to work on is some of our main driveways are getting real narrow, and we need to take and push the snow back on both sides so that we have room for pushing snow again. We probably have at least a month left of winter, and I am running out of room for snow. My piles over here are getting really deep. I'm a good 25 foot from the fence, and we barely had any warm days. You can see the side of that garage right there, how we had just enough weather, warm weather, to melt it down a little bit, start sliding off, and then it refroze with that huge chunk of snow hanging off over there. So that's the kind of stuff we're dealing with. I tried to break it off, but it was too frozen again. We've barely been above freezing. A little bit of sun's out today. But so that's what we're gonna do here on today's video. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, since we're gonna be doing some pushing of the big piles and scraping around buildings, we're not using the plow today. We're gonna put the bucket on. That works much better for the type of cleanup work that we're gonna be doing. Got a locker in here, there we go. And we'll scrape down the driveway a little bit too as we're doing it. It's been a frustrating winter. I don't know how many of you guys that watch have had above average snowfall. I know a lot of people are having, I don't know if you can tell, but this driveway now is barely wider than my 78-inch bucket here. That's pretty narrow. But a lot of people have been having a terrible cold snap. We've had cold weather, and it's been colder than normal, but we've been lucky and haven't had any extended periods of time that have been well below freezing. We had a cold snap of a 15 below with the wind chill, but that didn't last too awful long. So, oh, there, I took a little of the lawn. That's one thing I hate. End up getting gravel in the lawn, and we end up digging up the lawn. Try as you may to avoid that, it still happens. Gotta go up here by the road. I better turn our four-ways on. It's getting to the point in some spots that you can't, you gotta be careful where you pile the snow, because you won't be able to see to get out of the driveway. And for those of you who regularly watch the channel, you might be saying, well, why don't you use the snow blower and for this job? The snow blower would work great if there wasn't a bunch of frozen chunks and gravel mixed in. Oops, I missed. But the snow blower, it's hard on the snow blower with the frozen chunks and all the gravel that gets mixed in. So I don't want to be shearing pins and having to get out every 5 minutes to replace a shear pin because of that. like. So let's clean this up a little bit. And now we have basically tripled the width of the driveway. Alright, let's clean around this barn here a little bit. I have to kind of be careful where I push snow because now let's put her back in low gear. Right over here, right in front of the machine now, some of that is our manure slash compost pile. And I have to make sure that I can plow some of that and keep it open so that we can still clean the barn out. I used to put the manure every time I cleaned the barn in the wintertime. We used to put it in the spreader and then take it up. We have an actual compost pile. Up there you can see a little of the manure mixed in. Way up in the back, we have a big compost pile, and there's our pigs. Some of them anyway. So I used to do that, but that got to be a real pain. I found it was easier just to wheelbarrow the stuff out in a pile out here and just leave it until the springtime and then haul it up there then. And then when the snow gets deep like this, you can't get up to the compost pile without keeping the road plowed. So that becomes a real pain. Like I have to plow enough snow around here already to have to worry about, come on, I got some frozen snow here I'm trying to clean in front of this fence. And it's all ice underneath. Stuck. So then you got to worry about plowing that road to keep that open all the way up to there. So it just wasn't worth it. So this works pretty good. Normally we don't have this much snow, so you don't have to worry about. That's a lot of what's in front of us. This isn't necessarily a huge snow. Oh, come on, look at that. I just cleaned that. Try to keep a nice clean pathway here to the pigs, carrying their water and bedding and feed to them. But a lot of this here is not snow, it's a pile of manure. Alright, let's turn around this way and start cleaning some of this over here. Back up, I don't take out the barn roof. Now this doesn't eliminate all the shoveling, of course, but it gets rid of most of it. And that's alright by me. I don't mind a little manual labor, but after you've been shoveling and shoveling and shoveling for months and months and months, it gets a little old. Here. A lot of times there's a gate over there. We'll keep that gate open and push the snow down into the pasture. Well, the gate never got open and now it's just buried in snow, and I haven't, every time I think about going ahead and just shoveling around it to open it, it snows more. And then, you know, we had that little meltdown which froze the snow, so now you can't even shovel it. There's that icy layer. We could just get a little warm up, we'd be doing a little better anyway. side. That's the gate I normally pretty much go straight ahead with the machine and push down into that pasture. But not a possibility. I've been trying to dump some of it over the fence, but it gets caught in the mesh and it's been pulling the mesh down. I've got fence damage in a couple spots from catching the bucket on the mesh. That drives me crazy. I try not to, but sometimes you can't see where the heck you are. Well guys, that'll wrap up today's video. I have a little more snow to push, but I think I bored you long enough with the snow plowing, pushing back the piles. So this is a tough spot to do here because this kind of drops off and down. And like I said, that gate, I'd love to have that open, but don't have time to work on it. And this is solid ice here, so that makes things a lot of fun. We got that cleaned up pretty good there. We'll just shovel by that gate, and we'll be needing the snow blower if we get another big snowstorm. I just can't push anything anymore here. So be nice to, okay, that was me almost falling down. There's a manure spreader and a bunch of equipment. Now I can at least kind of get down in here because the little blue, our New Holland compact tractor bucket, is right there, and there was no way I was going to get to that before. So anyway, try and keep the sun out of your face. Thanks for watching this video today, guys. Again, I tried to do something a little bit different. The snow is just piling up here, so it's kind of taking care of that today. So questions, comments, leave them down below. Happy to answer them, happy for the interaction. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so that you don't miss upcoming videos. A lot of interesting stuff coming up. Still working with the insurance company on the equipment. As I've said in another video, the building that collapsed, our 40 by 80 equipment building, they are not covering that. They're covering the repair of the equipment, so we're still working on that. And we've got some shop work to do, and a couple of new little pieces for the farm that we bought you know, before the building collapsed. And obviously you can't see the future, but at this point I wish I didn't buy them because I need the money to fix the building. So anyway, a lot of interesting stuff coming up, so stay tuned. Bell icon, thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe. And hey, I hope to see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.